Hello there, my name is Ben Chapman and welcome to Monday Night Raw after Payback. This is our Sunday episode, so next episode will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're new around here, subscribe. But I've just told you the 3 days where Total Extreme Wrestling videos come out, and every so often there'll be a different game on Saturdays. Usually a replay of a live stream. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. And as we go into Monday Night Raw, we first get introduced. We've got Vince McMahon coming out to the ring, welcoming everyone to Raw after Payback. There'll be a few changes. There'll be a few people who have come over from SmackDown tonight in a bit of a shake-up. Not a full draft, but a shake-up. The full draft will be happening after WrestleMania. And the new general manager of Monday Night Raw, because both Raw and SmackDown are getting new general managers to work with Commissioner Pierce, is mainly going to be a backstage role now. The Raw general manager is Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett's coming in to be the general manager of Monday Night Raw. Let's see how he gets on his first night. We then go to the ring, and we see the VIP lounge. MVP, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley welcoming Cedric Alexander to the Hurt Business. And over time they get interrupted by Heavy Machinery, Mustafa Ali and Ricochet, who are all annoyed at obviously Heavy Machinery are moving over from SmackDown. They're coming out and they're trying to justify the fact that no, the Hurt Business aren't the best in this game. Not at all. You don't stand a chance against us. Lots of storylines started. Gets an 83 rating. As we move on to an 8-man tag, which leads directly into the ring gets cleared, and an 8-man tag sees Mustafa Ali, Ricochet and Heavy Machinery beat the Hurt Business when Otis pins Bobby Lashley, the TV champion, with the world's strongest slam. Obviously, as he's in this 8-man tag, there's going to be no open challenge tonight, but you have to consider Otis just pinned him. That's going to be big. Gets an 81 rating. It's called a superb match. Ratings were pretty good throughout the board and advanced multiple storylines to giving them heat. And Otis was off his game, still managed to get an 88 rating. We then see Andrade and Angel Garza getting ready for their tag team title defense next with Zelina Vega, and she's just chatting to them about how they've got to take this seriously, otherwise they're not going to be able to retain. They don't know what to do against this team. They've never faced this team before. They're not going to be able to fluke their way out of it. And in the end, of course, Angel Garza had a little bit of a injury with a brain fog he picked up at the weekend. He was able to wrestle through it, but in 12 minutes and 19, New Element defeat Andrade and Angel Garza when Ultimo Ninja pins Andrade with a tope and reversa. And New Element are your new tag team champions on the Raw brand, because they have excellent chemistry together. They fit together now because I've made them actually I've given them a gimmick which works together rather than their old ones. But it's a pretty solid performance from them, and they're the new Raw Tag Team Champions. I could see them holding on to this for a long time. We then see in a silent segment Dominic Mysterio talking to Jeff Jarrett backstage. There's no audio, just commentary over the top of it. But it's pretty much just a setup for something which is happening later on the night. It's an 86 rating. It's about that. The segment is about as long as I've given it time for. We then get Bianca Belair coming out to discuss the fact that, you know, last night she beat Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair came back and said that she was the queen. She was the gold standard, the flag bearer for the WWE Women's Division. But Bianca Belair just beat her last night. And she gets interrupted by the Iconics, who they come out and they go, I mean, Bianca, well done. You beat Charlotte. We beat her up on our first night here, so I don't know if we can really be that proud of you for it, but well done still. However, that's a good point. We beat Charlotte Flair up, who was the champion, on our first night here. And yet, in all of that time, we haven't been given a singles title shot. So I think it's time we stop asking, and we're just going to say this. At Clash of Champions, it's going to be Bianca Belair versus Peyton Royce versus Billie Kay in a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Oh yeah, because Raw is building to Clash of Champions at the moment. I just thought I'd let you know that. It's an 80 rating. Paul Heyman comes out and he's like, and he's with Brock Lesnar. They don't appear in the ring. They just appear on the Titantron. And Paul Heyman promises a seismic shift in the WWE landscape next week. Nobody will see this coming. Again, it's a pretty short segment, which only gets to 77, but it's an easy way to sort out to get Brock on TV. And Brock will be on next week with a seismic shift. We then get an announcement that there's obviously the 6-man tag team match tonight, as 3 members of the Undisputed Era will take on John Cena, The Big Show, and Kane. It's an 86 rating for that hype match. For that hype. Of course, we've got 5 people in the Undisputed Era now, with Ace Austin having joined them from Impact. Snake. And then we see Dominic Mysterio coming back to his dad, and he's talking about what he spoke to Jeff Jarrett to earlier. And Dominic says, Dad, last night as a tag team, we were so close to the tag titles. But I don't want to just be a tag team guy. I want to be a singles star. And I think the best way I can prove that I'm good enough is by beating you. You need to. So I've arranged with Jeff Jarrett over the next 4 Raws and Clash of Champions. I know you got your gear. We're going to have a best of 5 series. The two of us are going to fight 5 times. And we're going to see who's really. And I'm going to try and prove my name as a single star. Decent promo, but you can tell that Ray is very apprehensive of having to fight his son. Yeah, he doesn't really particularly want to fight him, but he's been booked in it 5 times. We get the return of Asuka next, as she quickly makes Killer Kelly from NXT UK tap out to the Asuka lock. It's a quick squash match to get her back into the fold, and after the match, she gets jumped by Natalya. Natalya jumps the ring apron and just hits Asuka with a natty by nature, leaving Asuka laying on the floor, and Natalya just stands over her and pretty much is going on about how she's still got it. She's been left by the wayside for months now, but she's still got it. We're going to get a quick recap of Payback, the big Raw matches: Flair versus Belair, Owens versus Orton, and McIntyre versus Lesnar. Quick, just shows you quickly the highlights of those matches. Quite simple, to be honest. It's 100 rating because they're all fucking over as hell. We then get hype package for all of the other people from SmackDown who are coming over to the Monday Night Red Brand. They are Tommaso Ciampa, Matt Riddle, The Miz and Morrison, Carmella, Daniel Bryan, and Willow the Wisp. We'll find out who went from Raw to SmackDown on SmackDown. You know, logic. And we then get the first of the Mysterio vs. Mysterio Best of 5 series, as Dominic wins in 10:58 with a 619, but it's obvious that Ray is not actually going full out. Ray isn't interested in fighting his son. Dominic pretty much elongated squash. He really barely got any offense in because he didn't want to. He didn't want to get offense in. So I think that's a decent storyline to tell. We're going to get a hype package for Carmella. She was mentioned earlier in the draft from SmackDown to Raw, but now we're getting a hype package for her. She'll be appearing in a few weeks' time. We're going to get WWE Champion Randy Orton walking backstage. It's the only time he's actually on screen this week. And he bumps into Tommaso Ciampa. And they just stare off. Because I hope people would really remember the arguments they had online a few months back. And this is sort of playing off that. They just sort of stare at each other. No action. They just stare. John Cena comes to the ring pre his match. And he announces that, yeah, you know what, Adam Cole beat him at Payback. Congratulations to Adam Cole. But is Adam Cole really the big boss behind this operation? No, the big boss is Triple H. So I'm going to challenge Triple H to a match at Clash of Champions. It's going to be John Cena versus Triple H. Loser leaves WWE. Simple as that. The setup, pretty simple. Loser will leave WWE out of John Cena versus Triple H at Clash of Champions. We then go back to say to Jeff Jarrett, and the Street Profits come in, and they're all like, and they're welcoming Jarrett. They offer him drinks, and the grizzled young veterans follow them in, and they're just like, "What are you doing? You look like an idiot. You look like idiots. You look pathetic. You look useless. How the hell were you tag team champions for almost a year? Almost half a year. It doesn't make sense. You don't take this seriously." Jarrett sees this argument going on for, and is like, okay then. Next week, you two teams are going to face each other, and the winner will go on to Clash of Champions. No, we'll go on to the Raw after to face the New Element for the tag titles. You get your number one contenders matches next week. Your title match will be the week after. We then get the Messiah, and he's got the entire faction with him, and he's saying he issues a challenge to anybody who claims that they are stronger than them, because they believe they are the strongest faction. One of the AOP is still injured. He's only able to do the angles though, so you know, it's a 100 rating, which leads us to our main event match, as John Cena, Kane, and Big Show draw with the Undisputed Era, which is Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Ace Austin in this match, after a double disqualification after the Monday Night Messiahs attack both teams and leave them laying in the middle of the ring. It is all three teams are going to be, and then the show ends with all three teams brawling. O'Reilly, it is only the 8 members of which are shown on screen, but it is all factions. It's the entire Undisputed Era, it's the entire Legends squad, and it's the entire Messiah gang. And overall we're getting 93 rating for a phenomenal show in my opinion. Which only had 1, 2, 3, 5 matches on it, but I think it was a great show. That the guys put out such a good performance for me tonight. And as we build to Clash of Champions on Raw, I think we've got a good start here. I've been Ben Chapman. Bye.